Hello, friends. Are you a working professional who is struggling to find purpose in your life? Are you curious about Vedantic wisdom and how it can help you overcome your life challenges? Are you ready to walk on a spiritual path? Then this session is for you.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Let me welcome today's guest, Ruchi Thakkar. Ruchir is a spiritual mentor and a founder of Spiritually Wealthy Gurukul. He's on a mission to help working professional and spiritual seeker lead purposeful, spiritually wealthy and harmonious lives. Through the timeless wisdom of Vedanta, he simplifies ancient teaching to guide us in overcoming life's challenges, gaining inner clarity, and ultimately progressing towards moksha. Welcome, Ruchir. I am really excited to have this discussion about the spirituality and the ancient wisdom, how it can help us lead a better life.
Thank you very much, Namrata. I am also very much excited, equally excited, more excited, I can say, to share why this knowledge is very much necessary in today's time. So, how I come to this journey, let me tell you something about myself. So, I am Ruchir Thakkar, alias Chirantan Chaitanya from Vadodara, Gujarat, founder of Spiritually Wealthy Gurukul, and this is how I come to Advaita Vedanta. So I'm basically a mechanical engineer from Baroda, and I was working with a firm and selling big projects, capital goods. And during one of my tour, I was traveling to Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, and then to West Bengal for 15 days. It's an overnight journey from Baroda, and I started morning 6 o'clock. I arrived at Bhopal station. What I found is I was not able to carry my luggage, which is on my left hand. It was sleeping on the platform. So I thought it's an overnight journey, and because of I might have not slept well, and this is happening. So I apply some move, some ointment, and check into the hotel. But what happened during I continue with my journey, come back to Baroda, and within 3 months, I was losing muscles from my left hand palm. And within 3 to 4 months' time, I lose all the muscles from my left hand palm. So, and I was not knowing what is happening because there was no accident, nothing. But slowly, one after the other, my fingers are losing their power. I approached many doctors, neurosurgeons, neurophysicians. They don't have any answer. What should be done? And then it was MRI was new at that time, so I undergo scanning, and that was diagnosis was that some bone tissue was breaking my spinal cord, and because of compression, this is happening. But there is no answer that why this bone tissue suddenly start breaking my spinal cord. Operation surgery was the only way to come out to remove that compression, but the surgery was so complicated that I don't find any confidence in surgeons I was meeting. Finally, I found one. He told me that at least the things will be stopped there, and it won't more there won't be more deterioration in this, and things will stop there. You may get the reversal, that will be bonus. You may have to stay in hospital for 15 days, 20 days. We don't know. It will be post surgery thing. I undergo that surgery. Within second day I walked. Fourth day I was out of hospital. On 15th day I was on my work. And within 6 months I was on my bike and I traveled from Baroda to Abu. So when this happened to me, there was fight with God. That why me? I'm 48 now. At that time, I was 27. So 27, just uh, settling down in my career and everything, and I was just starting my life, we can say, and this happened. So it was fight with the God, and when you want to fight with someone, you want to know him. What is it? So I started learning. I started listening to Vedanta. I was going to some discourses, Bhagavad Gita discourses, but that was just for uh, friend circle. My friend circle was in Pandurang Shastriji's Swadhyay. So I was going there, but not serious. Then I started listening to Advaita Vedanta. There is an ashram here, Shruti Mandir, where I go and start learning Vedanta deeply. And as I keep on listening, I wanted to come out of this rat race and wanted to learn Vedanta. I just purchased my apartment and car, and loans are going on. So I worked for 11 more years. After 11 years, in 2014, I get the chance to come out of this rat race, and I enrolled into a 2 year residential Vedanta course, which is offered by Chinmaya Mission. Powai, Mumbai, they have ashram, and we study Vedanta for 2 years. Morning 5 o'clock we start, and till evening 10 we just study Vedanta. There is no internet connection, no mobile phones are allowed, no connection with outer world. Just studying Vedanta 24/7. So I completed that course, and I was initiated as into Brahmacharya Diksha. 2 years study, 2016 I complete and initiated as Chirantan Chaitanya. Then I was posted at Chinmaya International Foundation, Kerala. They have birthplace of maternal home of Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya. There I served for 3 years. I was taking basic Vedanta course and few courses offered by Chinmaya International Foundation. They are online courses. I was conducting that. I served for 3 years there, and it was grace of Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya that I can live in his home for 3 years, his maternal home in 3 years. 2019, something happened and I have to come back to Baroda. And in 2019, I started spiritually wealthy Gurukul, because for me it is compelling to share this knowledge. This is the highest knowledge. This is my conviction that all the solution of each problem is in Vedanta, and the ultimate solution is moksha. So I am compelled to share this knowledge, and I start spiritually wealthy Gurukul. So spiritually wealthy Gurukul is founded on five basic principles. So what are the five basic principles? The first thing is self-reliant. You must be self-reliant during your journey. You may take help from others, you help others, you stay in the world. There is no need to run away from the world, but at core, you must be self reliant. Second thing is viveka, common sense. The worldly term is common sense, and Vedantic term is viveka. In Vedanta, viveka is atma, anatma, viveka. What is permanent and what is not permanent, that is to be known. So what is permanent? Only one is permanent, that is Satchidananda Swarupa Brahman, or God, or Paramatma, or whatever name you say. In Vedanta it is said pure consciousness. That is the only thing which is permanent. Rest, all what we perceive is transient. It may take thousands, crores, or many billions of years to go, but it will go. Only thing which will remain is your true self, and that is one, which we need to realize. That is the purpose of life. So this viveka, common sense, and in worldly sense, common sense is required to identify what is right, what is wrong, what is the use of all the pair of opposites like heat and cold. Heat is also required, coolness is also required. Where to apply heat, where to apply coolness. That common sense I should have. Speed. So when you are acting in the world, you have to be super fast. You have to learn and implement and move forward in the world. When you are on spiritual path, you have to slow down. In fact, when you are on spiritual path, you will slow down. So how to apply speed in life? Like that, there are many pairs of opposite, and you require common sense to apply those principles, those pair of opposites into the life. Third thing is authenticity. You must be authentic. Whatever you think, that you say, whatever you say, you do. So you must be authentic. First is self-reliant. Second is viveka. Third is self-reliance. Fourth is compassion, love. First, love for myself so that I can learn. This is how I apply into my life. You can apply love in your life with your niche. In my niche, I have to learn. I have to be compassionate to myself so that I can learn. And I have to be compassionate to others so that I can teach. So this is how you apply love. And you have to be loving for everything and everyone. And there is no exception in this. Fourth is compassion. And fifth one, above all, is truth.
Fifth one
Truth.
is
Truth.
truth. Okay.
Truth, the pure consciousness, the Paramatman, which we are going to realize in this life. And there are masters who realize this truth. After that, also life continues. So, what we do after realization, we continue our life. It is like that fan which stops. It has got some prarabdha and it is running. So, whenever the time comes, it will stop. Till that till that time you continue your life, whatever you are doing. And there are also texts on that. uh, Mahatmas have written so many things about realized person also. So self realization is a point where you realize that yes, this is my true nature, and then your life should be centered on that. So that truth, so finally it is the truth which is also known as pure consciousness, which is also known as my true nature, Satchidananda Swarupa Brahman. And that I need to first realize and then I have to abide it. So these are the five core principles on which spiritually wealthy Gurukul is found.
The first is self-reliance,
First is
viveka,
uh, self-reliance. Second is viveka. Third thing is
authenticity.
authenticity, compassion, and truth.
Okay.
These are the five pillars of spiritually wealthy Gurukul. Vedanta has so many things. We cannot take up all the things, but these are the things which I feel which is necessary for a working professional or a seeker to have these five principles in their life so that they can progress fast on spiritual.
So, Ruchir, as part of your practice, you do this morning inner warrior exercise. where you teach people about Hanuman Chalisa.
Correct.
So, and you share how does this help a professional and what is the power that Hanuman Chalisa carries with it.
Right. So what happened in 2019 when I come back? I just wanted to share this knowledge. So how to share? And there I come to know about digital marketing as I was seeing some news or something and an ad pop up about digital marketing. So I started learning digital marketing, and in digital marketing, what I saw is only 5% or 10% people are taking it. The rest of the people are taking the knowledge, but they are not taking it to the finish line. So I thought, okay, what should be done? And there comes Hanuman. So in Vedanta, there are many texts. Because of my age or somehow, only Hanuman Chalisa is there which I could memorize. All 40 chopais I could memorize, and the rest of the things I have to refer to the book. So that is my present state of mind and conditioning. So Hanumanji came to me, and I thought, okay, let us build a course on Hanuman. So the first thing required is you require quality time to progress in life. And where can we find that quality time? It's a morning hours. And people are also facing trouble to wake up early. They may start early, but they could not sustain on that path. Today, I have my purpose. The main thing to teach Hanuman Chalisa is to find your purpose. My purpose today I have kept is I will wake up with at least 10 lakh people and chant Hanuman Chalisa and teach Hanuman Chalisa to them. So with this purpose, I am waking up around 3:30 to 4, between 3:30 to 4. I don't require any alarm also. The purpose is so strong that it makes me wake up at 3:30. You don't need to wake up at 3:30, but at least if you start waking up at 5 a.m. and start building your life, your liberation life. That is what I want from a seeker to build a liberation life. But it comes naturally from somebody. You may heard this, but if some seed is there in you regarding Vedanta, regarding Hanuman Chalisa, so first purpose of this program is to find what is your purpose in life. I shared my purpose. Second thing we are dealing is fear. So how to overcome fear? As you chant Hanuman Chalisa, you develop love for Hanumanji, and you will experience him and his grace. You will see that whatever problems you are facing, you are finding the solution. He will encourage you to move, keep moving, and he will take away all the fear from you. Second biggest thing is fear. So he takes away fear. So many things we learn in 5 day boot camp. It's a 5 day program. Every day 1 hour we take up. First thing is finding your purpose. If your purpose is strong, then you will wake up without any fear. Second thing is overcoming fear. Third thing is overcoming procrastination. Now the thing is that whether I like it or not, I have this friend with me, and it gives me so many options. With a single click, I can purchase anything. With a single click, I can do so many things. And within 3 to 5 seconds, something is there on the screen. Somebody might have started seeing this video and they might have been somewhere else, right? So I will say that you see this video till the end. It is my request. But what happens is our mind is now having attention time of 10 seconds to 20 seconds, or even less. We just want to go to the next. This is how this friend has developed us. In our Vedanta, we had classes over 4 hours, 5 hours, continuous listening. So the topic was procrastination, and procrastination is what is procrastination? Is to do something which is useful, which is beneficial, which you have planned, but instead of doing that, you are doing something which is pleasurable, which is easy to do. So either you will be watching something on social media, scrolling it mindlessly. So coming back to normalcy and doing what you have planned, that is avoiding procrastination. And for that also you require a very strong purpose. If you have a strong purpose, then it will remind you not to procrastinate. So dealing with procrastination, then our health, regular exercise is necessary in today's world. So what are the benefits of regular exercise that we learn in Hanuman Chalisa? And fifth thing is how to use Hanuman Chalisa for its maximum potential.
In
How to
fact,
remember.
I like the abbreviation that you've considered for Hanuman and
Right,
how
I will share.
you designed it. It's
Right.
very
So,
relatable.
so I will share that also with you. So, Hanuman, when we say Hanuman, H stands for habit building. So, first habit we should build is to waking up at 5 a.m. So, we go into the detail how to wake up at 5 a.m. and what is the requirement. Habit building. A is awareness. N is for nourishment. Nourishment also in terms of food, and nourishment also in terms of exercise. U is to uplift others. So Hanumanji helped so many people and is still doing the same thing. You have to uplift others to uplift yourself. U is for upliftment. M is for meditation. Meditation, when you define your purpose, then you have to see your purpose daily, twice or thrice, write it down, make a goal card, and look at it daily and meditate on it. A is for action. Without action, you won't get any result. So you have to take action. And last is N. N is for night reflection. Every day before going to night, you have to reflect on how was your day, how was your energy level, and what you have done in the daytime. What was what you have planned and how much you can have you how much you have executed. So H Hanuman, H for habit building, A for awareness, N for nourishment, U for uplift others, M for meditation and action with detachment, and N for night reflection. So this is how we go for Hanuman morning. These are all the things we cover in High Super Morning with Hanuman.
I feel this abbreviation has made it so relatable to our day-to-day life and how we can build our life to a Hanuman level. So, Ruchir, if you can talk us, if you can share with us how Hanuman Chalisa will help us to overcome fear, laziness, or a distraction. So, these are our daily companion. How much we want to stay away from fear, laziness, distraction, they want to stay with us. So, what can an individual do through the regular recitation of Hanuman Chalisa that will help them
Yes. So there are benefits of chanting Hanuman Chalisa. First of all, when you start chanting Hanuman Chalisa on daily basis, Hanumanji will come and uh, take part in your day-to-day activity. And this, his hand you will see as you develop love for Hanumanji. In our daily practice also, we see that where we go whenever we are in trouble, to the people whom we love. So what is required here is to develop love for Hanumanji. You share everything with him. You share those things which you cannot share with anybody else, you share with him. And by doing that, you get the emotional support because he is not going to share those things to anybody. He is not going to share. He is going to guide you how to overcome whatever challenges you are facing. Now, fear tum rakshak kahu ko darna, one of the chopai. He is the protector, and how much strength he has, that also we learn during Hanuman Chalisa. He has got infinite strength, and with this infinite strength, he is ready to protect. When he is your backup, there is no need to fear, and that this you will feel. Once you find out your purpose, start moving for it. Obstacles will come. Life is full of obstacles. There won't be anything that there is obstacles won't come, but you will also be guided divinely by him to overcome this thing. As you chant Hanuman Chalisa regularly and started exercising daily, you will overcome laziness. Laziness comes because of certain hormones released in us, and those hormone release is due to lack of exercise. When you chant Hanuman Chalisa and regularly exercise, those hormonal changes will not come. Plus, you are developing love for Hanumanji. So backup is there. Plus, you are doing the right. When you regularly exercise, you overcome those hormonal changes and you will get the strength. Hanumanji is epitome of strength. So you will get started getting the strength by regularly exercising and overcome laziness. There are many points and it's an process. Daily chanting of Hanuman Chalisa, you develop love for Hanumanji. Those who are suffering from nightmares, if you before going to sleep, you have this practice that Hanuman N is for night ritual. Night ritual, you chant Hanuman Chalisa. Whatever obstacles you have faced, you share with Hanumanji, and in the morning you will get the solution. This is how it happens. So, night ritual, you sleep with chanting Hanuman Chalisa, and slowly you will see that all those nightmares you will overcome, and you will see His grace flowing through you.
Thank you so much, Ruchir, for enlightening us with the power of Hanuman Chalisa and how we can incorporate that in our daily life to make ourselves feel better and stay happy.
Yeah.
Now, coming to next point, Ruchir, you've studied Vedanta for almost 2 years. So if you can give us brief idea about what is the essence of Vedanta and how is Vedanta different from other spiritual practices?
So Vedanta, as the name suggests, Veda plus Anta, the end portion of Veda is called Vedanta. It is not that it is written in the end. Vedantic texts are called Upanishads. And Upanishads you can find in between Vedas, in the starting of Vedas or in the end of Vedas. But Vedanta means it is the crux, it is the essence of Vedanta. And what is the essence of Vedanta? This is, by the way, this is called the path of knowledge. This is not path of yoga. This is not path of bhakti. This is path of knowledge. And path of knowledge is Vedanta. And Vedanta means Upanishads. And Upanishads you will find in all parts of Veda, but it is the essence of Veda. So there are 108 Upanishads which we can find in written form. There are thousands of Upanishads, but we lost during uh, invasion on India and all the things. 108 main Upanishads we found in written form. And out of that, Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya wrote commentary on 10 Upanishads. So these 10 are the main thing because Bhagavan himself explained. And when he explains, it becomes totally simple. And what is the essence of Vedanta? Vedanta says your purpose as a human, why you came to this plane, is to realize your true nature. Even in Hanuman Chalisa, there is a chaupai. तुमरे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरा. So by chanting Hanuman Chalisa, you Hanumanji will take you to Rama. And what is Rama? Rama is knowledge. And what is that knowledge? Knowledge is you are Sachidananda Swarupa Brahman. So let me tell you one story. Once Hanumanji and Ramchandraji was sitting together. Uh, what they discuss. And if you study Ramayana also, there are 3 to 4 Gitas in Ramayana. Small Gitas are there. Once Ramchandraji and Lakshmanji was sitting together, and there is Ram Gita, which is a very advanced text. Second one is Vibhishan Gita. Hanumanji and Vibhishanji was sitting together, and Vibhishanji becomes student and asked questions. And then there was this Navik, which take Ramchandraji. So there was one Nishad Raj. He is Ramchandraji's friend, and he asked some questions, and Ramchandraji replied. All this text. When we see Ramayana, we see the story. But when we study Ramayana, all this Gita we study. So like that, one becomes student and other become guru, and he replied. So Ramchandraji is not just a warrior, but he was a guru also. And once like that, Hanumanji and Ramchandraji was sitting together and they were discussing. And Ramchandraji asked him, "How do you look upon me? How you are seeing me?" Then Hanumanji replied, and it's a three-part answer, and that is Vedanta. So Hanumanji said, when I understand I am this body, I am this mind and intellect, then I am your servant. So when I identify with my body, mind and intellect, I am servant of God. I am servant of Lord. Here in this case, it is Ramchandran, which is pure consciousness. If you take up Vishnu Purana, pure consciousness is Vishnu. If you take up Shiva Purana, pure consciousness is Shiva. We have different kind of mind, and different kind of minds attract to different kind of forms. So these are all different kind of forms which are created by rishis, and ultimate goal is to reach there. So here in Ramayana, Ramchandraji is knowledge. He is the pure consciousness. And Hanumanji, first layer of answer is this. When I identify with my body, I am your servant. Second part. He said that when I go one level up and when I understand I am not this body, not this mind and intellect, but I am Jiva. we word the we heard the word Atman or Atma. So here Atma or Atman is not that supreme consciousness, but Jivatma. Second level is of Jivatma. This Jivatma is going from one body to another body. Is taking one body to another body. Right now I am in this body as a Jiva. I don't identify with my body, mind, and intellect, but I know that I am the entity which is going from one body to another body because of my karma. When I realize that, then you are the whole and I am part. Then Ramchandra ji is whole. He is the ocean and I am wave. He is the light and I am the spark of light. I am part and he is whole. This is my understanding when I come to this. I am Jiva, Jivatma, going from one body to another. First layer, I am body, mind, and intellect. I am your servant. Second part, you are whole and I am part. And the third level comes when I realize the truth that I am not this body, not this mind, not intellect, not even that Jiva which is going from one body to another, but I am pure consciousness. I am the truth. Then there is no going from one body to another body. When I realize that truth, then I and my Lord, we are one and the same. There is no water, there is no ocean, there is no wave, there is only water, which is substratum, which is coming to the all the coming as all the form, either water or a bubble or wave or ocean. But the substratum is only water. So when I realize this truth, then there is no transmigration, there is no difference. I and my Lord, we are one and the same. But when I identify with my body, then you are Ishvara, I am Jiva. You are second level, you are the whole, I am part, and third level, we are the same. So this is the essence and journey of a Vedantic student. This is a path of knowledge where you, with the help of knowledge, you realize the truth. And once you realize the truth, there is nothing to do. All the actions you don't require, but then you do out of love, out of compassion, you work in the world and do the righteous thing only because you know the truth. So this is Vedanta.
Thank you for sharing this deep essence around Vedanta. But what I would like to know from you is what would be that one core Vedantic philosophy that we can adopt and use in our everyday life easily?
Uh, for Vedantic principle, you can say there are many practices like japa, then prayer, meditation, or meditation is negation, and ultimately negating everything, you reach to the truth. What I will explain is prayer. So, what is what are the five essentials of a prayer? We do prayers, and in Hanuman Chalisa, the second doha is the prayer. बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार. So this second duha is a prayer. And what are the five essentials of a prayer? First is namana, bow down. First I surrender the ego, bow down. So we have all kind of pride, pride of youth, pride of wealth, pride of knowledge also, which is the most dangerous, that I am so much knowledgeable. I realize that truth. This is ego. This pride we have to surrender. So first is namana. Second thing is smarana. Sumiro pavana kumar. We have to remember the God, whichever deity we are worshipping. We have to remember him. In our case, it's Hanuman. So Sumiro pavana kumar. Smarana. So first is namana. Second is smarana. Third is kirtana. And when you sing the glory, when you see he is pleased with your singing, with your kirtana, then you ask, then you yachanam is the fourth one. So what you ask? Bala, buddhi, and vidya, not that wish list. One, two, three, four, five things. Bhagwan, I want this, I want this, I want this. So that bala, buddhi, and vidya, which kind of strength? Strength like mother. Mother is working with a smile on her face 24/7. He won't tire. He always gives. So strength like mother. He should work project after project without tire, with smile on face. Buddhi, that common sense which we discussed earlier. Buddhi I need. I need a sharp intellect to differentiate between what is right and what is wrong. Where to apply my strength and where to come out. So these are uh, then Bala, Buddhi, and Vidya, two kinds of Vidya. Sve Vidya Veditavya. Worldly knowledge is also necessary, and the path of truth, path of knowledge, knowledge of Brahman, knowledge of Atman is also necessary. So, Paravidya and Aparavidya both are necessary. If I don't know how to operate on Zoom, I cannot transfer this knowledge. So, Paravidya is also necessary, Aparavidya is also necessary. I cannot transfer this knowledge if I don't know how to operate internet. That is also necessary. So worldly knowledge is equally necessary as spiritual knowledge. So what I am asking for bala, strength to work like mother, buddhi, sharp intellect, common sense, and vidya, two kinds of worldly knowledge and spiritual knowledge. So where are we? We are on the fourth stage. So first was namana, smarana, kirtana. Now I ask. And when I ask, I should also give. So what should I give? I should give all the kaleshas and vikaras. What are the kaleshas and vikaras that I need to give away? In this prayer also we say Sarahu Kalesha Vikara. So whatever Kaleshas and Vikara, Mada, Moha, Matsarya, Lobha, all the things I should give away. So these are the five essentials of prayer, and whenever you pray, you do like this. The prayer should not become business. That Bhagwan, I will offer you one coconut if this thing is done. This is business. It should not become a business.
And
We-
we do that.
Yes, we do that. We should offer all the things we offer, but you offer it out of love. Don't make it a business that Bhagwan, if this is done, I will do this. You know, and you may, if you want to make him partner, you make him partner in your business, and then whatever share you have decided, that much you do in charity, give in charity. So it should not become, your prayer should not become uh, your business. A prayer is not also asking for that wish. We have so many things and we just go and keep on asking. It should be with these five essentials. And this is also the way to please any deity. Whenever you are approaching any higher officer, uh, you apply all these 5 steps. First, you bow down to them. Then you sing their glory, please them with their glory. And when you say this are, when you say they see that they are pleased, then you ask that this is my work, please do this. And they, so this is the Sanskriti. This is the steps which our rishis have laid out. This is how you please people, please devatas. So these are the 5 essentials of prayer, and we should pray like this. And more you pray for others, more you pray for betterment of everyone, then your spiritual progress will be more. And
This is a gem of advice. Like, more you pray for others, God will bless you because we are always taught to pray for ourselves.
yeah,
मेरा आवाज आ रहा है ना आपको properly?
yes,
Let's say till now we discussed about Hanuman Chalisa, Vedanta principles, and the essence that drives these spiritual practices and what we can do.
right.
Now, Ruchir, what I want to know from you is all the research that you've done to bring these spiritual principles to a level where we can understand them, we can apply them in our life and lead a happy and a prosperous life. So, on this aspects, Ruchir, I think one factor that lot of us have realized now, especially in post-COVID world, is the importance of emotional well-being.
Right.
Your thoughts on how do you see emotional intelligence or emotional well-being through spiritual lens?
Here, the goal is to realize ourselves, but at the same time, we are living in the world. And when we are living in world, we interact with other fellow human beings. And when you say relationships, there are several kind of relationships within the family, with your parents, with your siblings, husband wife relationship, then male female relationship, then your relationship with your colleagues, and mainly what problems which I'm seeing people are facing are due to anger. Second thing is jealousy, and then they could not cope up with the situation, and that is make their relationships somewhere imbalanced.
So first, let's talk about work-related relationship. There's so much competition today in a corporate world that it's very difficult to stay sane. From a spiritual angle, we say that we should not be jealous, we should not demonstrate our anger. Even the corporate world expects us to not demonstrate any emotion, but they want us to act very emotionally intelligent with our counterpart.
Right, right.
So, how do we handle this?
Okay. So when you, yeah, when you were asking, you said the world is very competitive and a competition. So when you say the word competition, there comes this two things, and we should be, when we become absolutely clear about this, then there the problem is solved. That is what I feel. One thing is competition, and second thing is jealousy. So competition and jealousy are two different. In jealousy, if we take up with Hanumanji, so when he was flying towards Lanka, there was a demon, uh, Seneca, which pulls the uh, shadow of the person. Means that represents jealousy. Whoever is flying high, pull them down. That is jealousy. So whenever you feel jealous, and we know from core that yes, I feel jealous. This person has done well, and I am feeling jealous. So what should you do when you feel jealous? first of all, go to them and congratulate them for their success. Admire them from the heart that yes, you have done really good, and I really appreciate this. And even if you want to express that jealousy, that yes, I am feeling jealous, also you say that. When you go to that person, admire them, the jealousy will start admiring them and start learning your lesson. What I should do the best to reach to that level. And there also we have to uh, keep in our mind that we should not demonstrate in such a way that other person feel jealous. Go to the person, admire them, and congratulate them. This is the way you can dilute your jealousy and learn the right lesson. Then comes the competition. In competition, you don't pull the person down, but you excel. You start working on yourself more and more. Where you are lacking, what needs to be corrected. Those part, if you start learning, up level your skills, then you will be ahead in competition. When we understand this competition and jealousy clearly, you are not pulling other person down. You are admiring them. You are, and a time will come that you will not feel jealous. You will inspire from others. So in corporate also, whenever you feel like that, you go to that person and start make them your guru. Bow down, surrender that ego. That ego is the main thing which is bringing that jealousy. So there, even if you don't bow down or do anything, just admire them from heart. That yes, you have done good, and then you learn your lesson that these things I have to apply to my life to excel. So in competition, you are stretching your line. You are not removing other persons. You are not cutting other person, but you are extending your line. You are extending your skills.
Correct.
Right?
And I really like just extending our line instead of pulling other down.
Yeah. So generally, we have to protect ourselves from this kind of persons. Also, those who are pulling down because they won't learn the easy way. There you have to protect yourself, and there you have to set boundaries. That if somebody is trying to pulling you down, go to them and have conversation. And generally, what happens is we don't have those conversations. Just if you go and ask them, "Are you feeling this way for me?" One question you ask, and then that person will realize, okay, yes, what I am doing is wrong. If they are pulling you down, then they also feel, and internally, everybody knows what is right and wrong. That common sense everybody has. You just need to give them a mirror to see that this is what I feel. Is it right or wrong? Just go and ask this question, and then I think things will sort out. When you have this conversation, we don't we also assume, and the other person also assume. This assumption thing is wrong. uh, when we have positive conversation, what we feel, and share with the other person, then the things sorted.
Assumption is what erodes most of the
Yeah.
relationship. Now coming to relationship, the intimate relationship with spouse. Here, what I feel the most major factor that is the ego element that comes in play. Uh, more it is more like both are equally qualified or both are earning at same level. The term power couple that is being spoke of. So
Right.
you need that, but it is more coming from a status symbol level, not from a connection level.
Right.
So how do we manage this so we can even feel fulfilled when we are with our partner?
Right. In that, what comes to my mind is you have to bring in this divine. Uh, Generally, what I suggest is what we prayed in the beginning. When you have conversation, which is very important, you start with that prayer. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Punaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai. When and there are couples uh, who do this way. First of all, you understand that the same spirit is there in the other person also. When you bring that divinity, then this power, what you say, power couple, it goes down. He or she is also divine, equally divine. Whether I am feeling inferior or superior, that is other thing. But he is equally divine as me. So there, this superiority or inferiority, if it is coming in between, that melts down. Om Sahana Vavatu means let him protect us both. So we are together. Here it is between the Guru and Shishya, but it can be with husband and wife or two-person in relationship. So no one is superior and bring that divine into this relationship. So no superiority, no inferiority, but we both are divine. And at that divine level, we will start our conversation, important conversation. You may not miss. There are spiritual couples, there are spiritual families who start their food with prayers, who start important conversation with prayer and bring that divine into our life. When you start with that divine, then what will happen is you will start to begin to listen to the other person more, and the other person also will start to understand you more. Instead of its power struggle, your power will complement each other because of that divine, because that divine is equal in you both. There is no difference, and whatever superiority is there, that will also help the other person to uplift them. So that is why this divinity to come into the picture is more important when it is to the couples. And mainly, there also people assume so many things. Instead of assumptions, if you start having conversations, and before having this kind of conversation, bring the divine into the life. Have satsangs, regular satsangs, wherever it is available together. Here, togetherness is more necessary. Sometimes it happens, one of them is more spiritual and the other person say I am rational person and I don't think the spirituality is for me and I don't want to. You just come with me for me. Means that much love is always there. So they will come first time, and if you are bringing them to the right place, then the divinity will take charge and the other person will also start following. So invoking that divine in the other person and see the divine in the other person. That is the key when two persons of equal power are there.
This is, I just love this concept of bringing in divine, starting with prayers.
Yeah.
Now, wh- when we interact with our family members, sometimes we let our emotions go loose. Now, because we are not able to express with the outside world, and at home we feel it's a safe space, so we let our emotions come out, and that sometimes impacts our loved ones. So, how
Right.
do we handle this?
So there also, as I said initially, you develop love with Hanumanji, you develop love with your deity, which you are. So instead of sharing certain things which you feel that uh, make other person unstable, you share those things with the divine. That and your emotions also needs to be expressed somewhere. So singing bhajans, devotional bhajans, and that is why you will see that sometimes when people sing bhajans, they have tears in eyes because that thing is releasing. They cry because certain certain knots are there. Hridaya Granthi, we say, certain knots releases because you develop love for that. And sometimes it happens that you are singing Hanuman Chalisa, a certain chopai comes and that knot is released and you cry. It happens. So sharing with loved ones, there is nothing wrong. I don't say you hold that thing. But if you feel that by sharing that to them, instead of sharing with them, you share it with divine. And there comes bhakti. Bhakti means love only. Those who are more emotional, the bhakti marg is for them. Those who are more intellectual and rational, gyan marg. But it is always combination of bhakti and gyan. When you go deeper, they negate this thing. But when you are in the world, then your emotions also require to release, and that you release with the deity. If you love Krishna, then make him a friend. If you love Hanumanji, then you make him friend, brother, father, whatever suits to your emotion. You imagine him with that. And in case of Hanumanji, you will see his protective hand. Whenever you are sharing something with him, it is being taken care, or you will get the guidance how to deal with this situation or uh, whatever emotions that has come up. That guidance also you will get from the divine.
The
And
personifying deities is
yes,
what I liked it.
yes, and there are certain things which needs to be taken up. Certain things we let go. Just letting go certain things will not help. We have to take up the thing. Like now, India is taking up with Pakistan after so many years. So everything you cannot let go. Certain boundaries must be created, and we have to have strength to take up the things which is righteous thing. Sometimes we don't have even strength to stand for the righteous thing. That strength also comes if you are in touch with Him. So certain things which needs to be stopped, it should be stopped there itself. It should not be linger around when we are in relationship, either with family, with loved ones. When two-person comes, there comes boundaries, there comes rules. Sometimes we give exceptions, that's okay. But certain boundaries should be firm. And as you follow, say, the other person also follow, then the relationship will be more stronger. And if you bring the divinity, it will take you to that. So relationship between Hanumanji and Ramchandraji, taking to divine. Husband and wife, there are so many examples. Ramchandraji and Sita ji. Uh, there are multiple examples. Either uh, the wife become guru or the husband become guru, and the knowledge is transferred. So in relationship also, my suggestion is to bring divine insight, and that divine will guide you, protect your relationship also, and protect you from all the negative.
This is really an interesting piece of advice coming from me. So, Ruchi, I would say we spoke a lot about spirituality, emotional intelligence, relationship. Your thoughts and one piece of advice, a parting note that you would like to give to listeners today that will help them to live an enriched life.
My single sentence thing is bring divine in your life in whatever form your mind accepts, bring it in, and then let the divine take over. Whatever path it suggested, uh, whatever is best for you will come for you. Just bring the divinity in any form, not just religious way, spiritual way also. Just bring the divine in your.
So, Richard, I would say thank you so much for coming and sharing your views. And to all the audience members, please let us know in the comment section below what did you like about today's conversation and how is it going to help you live a enriched life. And if you wish to reach out to Ruchir, all the details and his social media coordinates are there in the description section below. So feel free to connect with him and let us know your comments. Thank you.